Hello, you lovely light beings. My name is PK. I channel a spirit called Wolambe, and in these videos I just speak my truth about this ascension we're all going through. And if it resonates, amazing. If it doesn't, bye. So in this one, timelines. So there is this timeline jumping at the moment, and there are multi-dimensional timelines that we're on right now, that we are in one singular one right now, and it keeps on fluctuating from so many different multi-dimensional realities. And now that from 3D to 5D, the leap through 4 is so exponential. This is why things are changing so much. This is why our bodies don't feel themselves. This is why nobody knows what's going on. These are timelines that are changing to a higher frequency. And we are now being called to start practicing being in this present moment, because that's the only way we can actually change the timeline to the most optimal one for us as human beings, or light beings as we truly are. And if you think about it, wherever you go, you are being confronted with somebody else's etheric field, somebody else's auric field. And the ethereal world right now is going nuts, just like our world. But these timelines are getting changed by our unconsciousness with our etheric body, with our power as light beings. And when we can start being aware, much more aware of this field around us, this is where we're going to get to the most optimal timeline for our soul and our bodies. But when we're outside in that very dense 3D world of such polarization, which is getting more and more, the gap is getting more and more right now, we are unconsciously mixing with so many different people's timelines, souls' timelines, ancestral timelines, that we are just stuck in like this loop. And places where we feel resistance, sometimes that's a choice to be made to break a timeline or to continue it. I mean, you'd know in your body. And this is why doing the work of doing the inner work, doing the body work, doing the breath work, doing the meditation daily, this is the first key of this ascension process, to start feeling our etheric body. Because this is what's driving. Through our own physical bodies, it's our etheric body that's taking this body. And it's really interesting now as we go through this ascension, the gap that's getting so much stronger between those two worlds, the 3D and 5D, sometimes unbearable. But this video is more about, just for myself personally, is just to stay as present as we can, because it's in the present moment we can change these timelines through managing our thoughts, words and deeds, and mood. Our mood is what radiates out of our etheric body, and it's keeping this. And as we walk down the street, or we have certain experiences and stuff in our lives, it's keeping an eye on the judgment of others, the comparison of others. And sometimes we might be in a room, and there may be a thought form within that room that completely latches onto us, and we start believing it's our own thoughts, when it's somebody else's timeline that we're getting sucked into unconsciously. And then it's bringing it back to the truth of this, the truth of your heart. This next level of humanity is open heart, open heart surgery. That's what we all need. But yeah, this open-heartedness and dwelling within this part of our bodies and essentially all of our body. But through this little portal, this shines through it all. And these, especially ones of us that are on this awakening journey, have been on it for a while or just coming into it, and, there's work to do. There is serious work to do. If each individual one of us comes together, if each individual one of us goes within to live through intuition, so that each choice is to the optimal timeline through your heart and what it is you want through love and desire. And we can... I had a moment then. It's also bloody complicated. It's also so simple yet so complicated, but it's managing these thoughts and moods where we can move forward through our intuition, because that through your intuition, that's your truth. When we move through our life through intuition, that is the highest timeline, because that's the rising of the feminine. That is knowing your feminine. Your feminine is your intuition, that gut feeling, that knowing. And it's interesting because these timelines, it's like our imagination, when we can imagine any possibility of our lives, any possibility, because they all exist. So when our imagination makes us imagine the best life we could possibly have, that's actually just fragments of a memory we have from another timeline. And right now, as the timelines collapse, this highest optimum timeline is collecting fragments, soul fragments from all of our incarnations, all from millennia, all from other star systems and star generations. We are collecting this all because this is the next level of jumping from 3 to 5D. Oh, I don't make much bloody sense, do I, sometime? Thank you for your ears. Thank you for listening. Okay, yes, all right. I just got told by Wolambe. I don't have an egg shaker. Temolo tutana mana inemolanaki. Sitipolo putata malano tutumola tuli epanel kitimono tula nana kile inamusiteleno. Tapapu solo kutamala kemamusiteleno. Thanks, Wolambe. Okay, that's enough now. I love yous. I love yous.